This video is not only going to be about teens and depression, it's also going to be about the average lycor on the internet or the average teenage girl on the internet. Now, when I mean teens and depression, I'm talking about the type of teenagers that use depression to get attention. The ones who think it's alright to get depressed just because they didn't get the new iPhone. The type of teenager that wants everyone to know they're depressed and publicizes their depression for attention. Now, don't take this video the wrong way and think I'm talking about every teenager out there that's depressed, because there are a lot of teenagers out there who have legit reasons to be depressed. Anyways, the type of people I'm talking about are the ones who use it to get attention and publicize it. So, I had this conversation with some girl on this website called Meet Me, and the only reason why I found myself on this website is because my friend pressured me to make an account on it. Now, Meet Me is basically a wannabe poser Facebook where you just add random people and talk to them, and the only reason why I still have it is for the sake of this video. So, with that being said, I could go on. So anyways, I asked this girl on this website if I could use one of her statuses in my video, in which I'll show that status later. And she asked me which one, and I replied with this. And I actually only wanted a specific one. Then I offered her a link to my YouTube channel to prove I wasn't messing around, although I don't think that was gonna prove anything, but whatever. She says, "Ha, sure." So then I go on to tell her how I'm not a very big YouTuber and whatnot. And out of the blue, I ask her if she's one of those really self-conscious Facebook teens, if that's even a word. She says, define self-conscious Facebook teen. So then I define it, although my definition might be a little off. She then replies saying, no. So then I reply, disagreeing with that, because at one point she did post a ridiculous amount of selfies and statuses at one time that blew up the newsfeed on this website. Now, what she replied next just really got to me, and I think reading it just killed some of my brain cells. Take a look for yourself.
Oh, how can you judge someone without knowing them first? You're the downfall of society. Let me do what makes me happy. I don't care whether you like it or not.
First of all, I wasn't judging. I was making an accurate accusation, giving some form of constructive criticism. So she calls me the downfall of society. Bullshit. In my opinion, I think she's basically defining herself. So then she says posting a ridiculous amount of statuses and selfies makes her happy. Bullshit again. So then here I reply defending myself, and she starts being a smartass and corrects my grammar since she has nothing logical to respond to. Then she brings up this invalid topic that has nothing to do with what we were talking about. And then here I just reply back to when she was correcting me, and she asked me if I told anyone to kill themselves. And I reply in a way saying yes. Then she says she never ever has. Bullshit again. I'm pretty sure she has, because what she is saying is a flat out lie. Now, what she says next is even more bullshit. Take a look at this.
I help people. I try to keep people from cutting and wanting to starve themselves. I don't give them reasons to do it, and I don't criticize them, no matter how constructive I may find the criticism to be.
You gotta be kidding me. So here she's saying she helps people and tries to get people not to cut themselves or starve themselves, and she doesn't criticize anyone. So now she's playing therapist. This girl's like 14 years old and thinks she could help people with depression through the internet. This is bullshit. As you can see, I responded late, and then I responded to when she said she never told anyone to kill themselves, and then I responded back to the previous message. And at the time this was happening, she took a screenshot of our conversation and posted it on the website and said I was bullying her, some other bull crap. But I was too late to take a screenshot of that, because eventually she deleted it. Now what she told me here just made me lose all hope talking to her.
I have a depression page on Instagram. I help people. Trust me.
So here she says that her depression page on Instagram is helping people, and she wants me to take her word for it. Now, the first thing that came to my mind was that this was going to be another dumb teenager's Instagram who thinks posting pictures of quotes about depression helps people. In addition to that, a ridiculous amount of selfies. But before I jumped into any conclusions, I asked her for her Instagram, and I wanted to go check it out myself. And it wasn't a surprise that I was right. Her Instagram was just another dumb teenager's Instagram who thinks posting quotes or pictures about quotes and depression helps people with the ridiculous amount of selfies. So she was just basically publicizing people's depression, and I know I said this before, but I'm going to say it again for the sake of this video. Do people not understand that posting pictures like these does not help anyone in any way, nor does it make you look like a better person? So then, after looking at this ridiculous, stupid page, I went back to continue to talk to her, and I asked her specifically, how exactly does she help people? And she responds with something that I really don't understand, so I'm guessing at this point I'm destroying her argument. So I reply with this, and then basically her argument becomes an insult, and she realizes how wrong and stupid she was being, and she ends the argument right there. And at this point, she deletes the post about me, so then basically everything ends here. Now, the status that she posted didn't surprise me at all either. She says in her status that the word suicide is a beautiful word. Suicide and the word suicide are not beautiful in any way or form. Suicide is a strong word with different meanings, and she's obviously ignorant about it. Now, before people start defending her and start saying things like, ignorant things like,
how would you know if she's ignorant about suicide and depression?
Well, I don't think we need to know. We can already make accusations based on things she was saying. For example, she said, or she thinks that an Instagram page full of quotes and stupid pictures and selfies helps people with depression. That's bullcrap. That wasn't even an Instagram page dedicated to depression. That was just an average teenage girl on Instagram with a ridiculous amount of selfies. And also, she was playing the victim when I gave her logical, constructive criticism. As a matter of fact, I don't even think I gave her any form of criticism, but that's just my opinion. So before you go on and defend her, think about those reasons. There's even more reasons I could think of, but those are just my main two. Now, that was just an example of a teen not having any knowledge of such things, such as depression or suicide. And it's mostly teens who act depressed and don't know shit about things such as suicide and depression. But like I said before, there are teenagers out there that actually do have real reasons to be depressed. And this video isn't about them, nor am I bashing teenagers with actual depression. This video is about teenagers who use depression to get attention. And I would like people to know she's not the only ignorant teen on the internet. There are possibly over 100,000 of these type of people, but I might be exaggerating. So that was basically all I had to say. This video was about teens who use depression to get attention and such, not teens who actually have depression. So I hope you can relate and agree with what I said. Goodbye.